everybody, and welcome to I Put a Little Dirt Under My Pillow for the Dirt Man in case he comes to town.
You and your night soil. Okay.
Ew,
yeah,
night
I know.
soil.
Okay. When Harry met Sally, so this is new just to Simone. Just to Simone. No, this is new just to me.
George, yeah.
Yes. Simone has seen this.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was a patron poll movie winner. I will say first, I know of the famous scene because it's been like referenced and redone and like
right, yeah.
in everything. Yeah. Like so the dinner scene, right? Like they're like eating and then some woman says something. Yeah. So I'm curious to see the context, like what lead into it, because I've seen that moaning followed by that woman saying that line. So yeah, but I don't understand why that's happening. So I'm curious to find out. So we got Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal standing amid autumn leaves.
Yeah,
and they meet. I guess.
Yeah, they do that.
All right. Let's see what or at least for me anyways, let's see what the movie's about.
Yeah. Before we press play, it would be so nice of you guys if you would like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, reiterate for people who skipped the intro, it's new only to me. Simone has seen this more times than there are atoms in the universe, I guess.
That's impossible. I'm busy watching You've Got Mail.
I was sitting with my friend Arthur Kornblum, and this beautiful girl walked in. 2 weeks later, we were married.
University of Chicago, 1977.
Whatever.
That's really wet sounding in the ears. And the headphone.
Oh, hi, Sally. Sally, this is Harry Burns.
Holy that's Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Call me.
I'll call you as soon as I
Did
get...
the sideburns throw you off?
No, the not 40 plus threw me off.
I love the trunk strapped to the top of the vehicle.
You could break it down by mileage. Oh, I don't like to eat between meals.
Ew.
He just thought the window was open, so he like turned to spit the seeds out. It's just like...
The story of my life isn't even going to get us out of Chicago. I mean, nothing's happened to me yet. I'm going to journalism school to become a reporter.
You're probably one of those cheerful people who dots their eyes with little hearts. When I buy a new book, I always read the last page first.
That doesn't mean you're deep or anything.
When it comes down, I'm going to be prepared, and you're not.
Okay. I can already see this is entirely your but not quite enemy, but kind of.
No, like sitting right here, it's like they'll never, they are so different, they're never going to be friends.
Of course. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in Casablanca.
You'd rather be in a passionless marriage.
And be the first lady of Czechoslovakia. Women are very practical, which is why she gets on the plane.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't remember this part at all. Like, having now seen Casablanca.
What?
Huh.
Like,
what?
Nothing.
That's so funny.
What?
It probably just meant nothing to you.
Well, because, yeah, just like, they're just random names thrown out.
You haven't had great sex yet. Two, please.
I have had plenty of good sex.
That woman sitting there looking at the guy like, well, what about me?
With whom did you have this great sex?
I'm not going to tell you that. Shell Gordon.
No.
It's not up to you to decide. It's her.
It's the name. Do it to me, Sheldon. You're an animal, Sheldon.
I'd like the chef salad, please, with the oil and vinegar on the side, and the apple pie a la mode. And I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla if you have it.
That's how you get people spitting in your food.
Yeah.
So how come you broke up with Sheldon?
It is none of your business why we broke up.
I don't want to know.
Well, if you must know, it was because he was very jealous. What?
You're a very attractive person.
Well, you're coming on to me.
No, I wasn't. I take it back.
You can't take it back.
Call the cops. It's already out there.
Just let it lie.
Want to spend the night in a motel? See what I did? I didn't let it lie. Men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
Oh, Harry's a Redditor.
Because no man can be friends with a woman.
Well, I guess we're not going to be friends then.
Guess not.
That's too bad.
Young Billy Crystal kind of looks like Christopher Walken for a bit. Sometimes the way he talks. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Roll credits. Just kidding.
Yeah. Why is this movie so beloved? Okay,
But then
what is
after our
this?
junior year, his parents moved away.
It was 34 years later that I was walking down Broadway.
She was just as beautiful as she was at 16.
So cute.
Are those real?
I don't know.
Like real couples? Like how Michael Caine met his wife, I think, right? He saw him on a commercial, like a Brazilian commercial, and then went to find her.
Wow.
Joe, I thought it was you. I thought it was you.
What about you?
I work with a small firm. We do political consulting.
Like, doesn't recognize her, but recognizes the
Harry and I, we used to.
Now he gets it.
Yeah.
Thank God he couldn't place me. I drove from college to New York with him 5 years ago. When I said no, he was going with a girlfriend of mine. And this part I remember. He said that men and women could never really be friends. Do you have any women friends? Just friends?
No. I love you.
I love you. Regular tomato juice, filled up about 3/4, then add a splash of Bloody Mary.
Did we ever?
No.
Still the same.
We didn't make it because you were such good friends. You were going to be a gymnast.
A journalist.
Right, that's what I said. You're together, what, 3 weeks? You take someone to the airport, it's clearly the beginning of a relationship. I never wanted anyone to say to me, how come you never take me to the airport anymore? I'm getting married.
Who is she?
Oh, that look.
It's just so optimistic of you, Harry.
You know, you just get to a certain point where you get tired of the whole thing. You go dancing, you do the white man's overbite. How long do I have to lie here and hold her before I can get up and go home?
Oh, I like that overbiting.
How long do you like to be held afterwards? Somewhere between 30 seconds and all night is your problem. Staying over?
Yes.
The two people are in relationships. The pressure of possible involvement is lifted.
Goodbye.
Okay.
We were married 3 years, we got a divorce. Then I married Marjorie. Then I married Katie.
Another divorce.
I snuck over to her and I said,
You said, what are you doing after?
She doesn't look so pleased.
I just
They just bought a dining room table. Why can't you find someone single? When I was single, I knew lots of nice single men.
Joe and I broke up.
What? When?
Monday.
Oh, wait, that's Carrie Fisher.
Well, I've had a few days to get used to it, and I feel okay.
Don't wait too long. Remember what happened with David Warsaw? You'll have to spend the rest of your life knowing that someone else is married to your husband.
Those are some thirsty, desperate friends.
different time, different priorities.
Yeah, but also I just realized I can kind of imagine the kind of comments we're gonna get in regarding the whole men and women can be friends thing.
I don't know if I want to be married anymore. She just wants to try it, she says. But we can still date. Don't you love me anymore? I don't know if I've ever loved you.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you recognize that guy?
he looks familiar, but I don't.
She tells me that somebody in her office is going to South America. So I go to the door, and there are moving men there. When did you make this arrangement? She says a week ago. I didn't want to ruin your birthday.
Oh.
Wow, that's brutal.
It's all a lie. She's in love with somebody else.
How did you find out? Marriages don't break up on account of infidelity.
Oh, the lieutenant in Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah.
Someone is staring at you in personal growth. He's cute.
You think he's cute?
The eye contact without like going to talk to them is so funny.
He never remembers me.
Sally Albright.
Okay.
How's Joe?
Fine. How's married life?
Not so good. I am getting a divorce.
When Joe and I started seeing each other, we wanted exactly the same thing.
10 years since they first met.
Yeah.
And the kids just took every sexual impulse they had out of them and fly off to Rome on a moment's notice. And I said, the thing is, Joe, we never do fly off to Rome. And I said, this is what I want. And he said, well, I don't. I am over him. I mean, I really am over
That's a
him.
very peaceful breakup.
At least I got the apartment.
That's what everybody says to me.
I didn't like you.
Yeah, you did. You were just so uptight then.
I just didn't want to sleep with you, and you had to write it off as a character flaw.
What's the statute of limitations on apologies?
But also how you order things.
Would you like to have dinner with me sometime?
Are we becoming friends now?
Yeah.
You may be the first attractive woman I have not wanted to sleep with in my entire life.
My family moved to the Bronx when I was 10.
Fordham Road.
They're just talking.
Where I had to
At that
practice
moment.
on the 14th floor, the very
They've got to be actors.
Yeah.
in an elevator.
I was visiting
in the
family.
Ambassador Hotel.
You're telling me you would be happy with Victor Laszlo than with Humphrey Bogart?
I would never have said that.
All right, fine. Have it your
She's
way.
so particular about food. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I really miss Helen.
Oh, he's not dealing with it well.
Now I'm pretty much using the whole bed.
God, that's great.
Oh God, every restaurant hates her.
I miss the idea of him.
Ooh, Ingrid Bergman. Now she's low maintenance.
Oh my God, I just realized it's a split screen. I was like, why is there two teeth?
Which one am I?
I love how like the pillows match up too. It's like
What'll you do?
I'll stay up and moan.
it's so sad. Just like self-soothing.
Got a 9.8 from the Canadian. My mother, disguised as an East German judge, gave me a 5.
My mother is an East German judge.
He rips off my clothes. Well, sometimes I varied it a little.
Which part?
What I'm wearing.
We are going to talk like this. There is too much pepper on my paprikas, but I would be proud to partake of your pecan pie. Would you like to go to the movies with me tonight?
I can't.
What do you have? A hot date?
Oh, I think it's great that you have a date. Is that what you're gonna wear?
Yeah?
I think you should wear skirts more. You look really good in skirts. It was the most uncomfortable night of my life.
It's a huge rug.
And she's wearing a skirt.
Reach over, pull a hair out of my head, and start flossing with it at the table.
Ew!
Oh.
Also, strong hair. You can floss with it and not break.
It might be months before we're actually able to enjoy going out with someone new.
I never had a relationship with a woman that didn't involve sex. She tells me about the men that she goes out with, and I can talk to her about the women that I see. I don't have to lie because I'm not always thinking about how to get her into bed. I think they have an okay time.
Because they...
Yes.
Oh, this is the scene. Oh, makes
What
a
are
lot
you
more sense, the
saying, that they
context.
fake orgasm?
I forgot. You're a man.
You don't think that I could tell a difference?
Okay, here we go. All right.
Are you okay?
Oh, God.
I'm trying really hard to keep my imaginations clean right now.
Yes! Yes!
Every guy's like, wait, I've heard that before.
I'll have what she's having.
There we go. Say the line, Bart. Those of you who've seen the Boogie Nights video knows that I used to work in the adult industry. And honestly, like, even on set, when I know it's fake, I still was like, wow, that sounds really real. But on the other hand, there were other times where I thought that was just, yeah, such good acting, and it wasn't. I always wonder what it's like to be one of those background performers in a famous scene in a movie. Whether it's like, you know, somebody at the diner just now, or, yeah.
And next New Year's Eve, if neither one of us is with anybody, you got a date.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Getting close. But it's important, though. Like, you should be able to be friends with the person you're dating, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, there's a difference between loving someone and liking someone. And both needs to happen.
I thought he was coming to talk to my friend Maxine. I knew the way you know about a good melon.
Good melon.
You and I haven't drifted apart since I started seeing Arthur.
It's just a dinner.
You know, I finally got into a place in
Are
my
they gonna
life.
trade friends dating?
Yeah.
I'm really just not a big fan of Jimmy Preston.
Well,
Ugh. No one's having a good time.
Restaurants are to people in
There
the
we
80s
go.
what theater was to people in the 60s.
I wrote that.
That's amazing. Don't you think that's amazing?
Sally writes for New York Magazine.
You know that?
Yeah, he does not care.
Hey, don't forget to check out our Patreon for these exclusives, and our merch link is in the description box below. And now back to the movie.
Oh, I've been looking for a red suede pump. Do you think you could go out with him? Because I feel really comfortable with him.
If you don't think you're gonna call Marie, do you mind if I call her? I think I'll get a cab.
I'll go with you.
Great.
Those bitches.
We were not supposed to meet until the wedding. She looked really nice to me.
She's so cute.
We married for 55 years.
Battery-operated pith helmet with fan. Sally, please report to me.
It's such a guy shop. Pointless gadgets and just.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry. She's coming right towards me.
This is Iris Stone, Harry Burns.
Mary. She looked weird, didn't she? She looked really weird.
Viewers, what's your most up breakup? The worst one. Share the story.
I like it. It works. It says home to me. What's so awful about it? Come on, someone has to be on my side.
We started out like this, Ellen and I.
Oh.
This stupid wagon wheel.
I thought you liked it.
I was being nice.
I will never want that wagon wheel car.
There are times and places for things.
I'm being told how to live my life by Miss Hospital Corners. You never get upset about Joe. How is that possible? Why aren't you seeing anyone?
I see people! Slept with everybody in New York, and I don't see that turning Helen into a faint memory.
Are you finished now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's a monkey. It's a monkey. A monkey see, monkey do.
Mick Jagger is a baby.
Baby ape. Baby ape.
Stop with the ape.
What?
Draw something resembling anything.
What? I don't know what she's doing either. Baby vomit?
Baby talk.
Oh.
Baby talk.
That's baby, and it's clearly talking. You're wonderful.
Okay, here we go.
Emily's a little young for Harry, don't you think?
Does Julian seem a little stuffy to you?
Harry doesn't even like sweets. He's getting married.
I'll be right there.
There you go.
I'm sorry to call you so late.
It's all right.
And I'm sitting on the phone thinking, I'm over him. And then he said, I have some news. She's a paralegal. Her name is Kimberly. She's not supposed to be the one.
Do you remember when You've Got Mail when she's like, hi, I'm Kimberly. Hi, I'm Janet. I wonder if that's a nod to this.
He didn't want to marry me. He didn't love me.
If you could take him back right now, would you?
Why didn't he want to marry me? I'm difficult.
You're challenging.
I'm gonna be 40 someday. Charlie Chaplin had babies when he was 73.
Just getting snot on his sweater.
Oh, go ahead. It's not one of my favorites anyway.
Could you just hold me a little longer?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they're basically already dating, really. It's... Okay, there we go.
Are you comfortable?
Sure.
Do you want something to drink or something?
No, I'm okay.
30 seconds to all night. He's half out of bed already. It just...
Yeah. He's just like waiting to leave.
You have all your videotapes alphabetized and on index cards.
Do you want to go to sleep?
Okay.
Ugh.
And he's gone.
Almost gone.
Gotta go home, I gotta change my clothes, and then I have to go to work, and so do you. I'll call you later.
Fine.
Oh, it's painful.
I mean, if you gotta go to work, you gotta go to work. But like...
No, just like the...
He's very rigid about it. Yeah, very...
Just the vibe is painful.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this looks different. Footage.
I did something terrible.
What did you do? No one I know would call this, Howard.
To make a long story short,
We did it. You guys belong together.
It's like killing two birds with one stone.
The
I
worst.
had to get out of there.
He just disappeared.
God.
I'll just say we made a mistake.
I hope she says it before I do.
It was a mistake.
I am so relieved that you think so, too.
We just never should have done it.
I couldn't agree more.
Ay.
Just quiet, awkward salad. Oh my God.
Boy, okay.
It's just like most of the time you go to bed with someone.
I know it's a form of exercise. It just looks very funny.
Maybe you get to a certain point in a relationship where it's just too late to have sex.
Harry bringing anyone to the wedding?
I don't think so. He was seeing this anthropologist. Pretty, big tits. Your basic nightmare. What do you think?
It's just beautiful.
Oh.
To consecrate their vows of matrimony. It will be known to all as husband and wife.
I really like how they how loud the silent "I wish it was you" and I. It really was.
Oh,
I've never seen her
interesting.
so happy.
No, you don't think it was that?
No.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
What it is? Hi.
Hello.
Like they haven't talked in however long. It's so awkward.
Have you been?
Fine. I don't want to talk about it.
It happened 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it's only 3 weeks. Okay. Okay, then it makes more sense about the upsetness. I thought it was like another bigger time jump.
You want to act like what happened didn't mean anything.
I didn't walk out.
No, sprinted is more like it.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Fine. You looked up at me with these big weepy eyes. Don't go home tonight, Harry.
You.
If Marie or I had found either of them remotely attractive.
That's so horrible. Oh.
Hey, that's not a 555 number.
It's probably a real
actual
store.
Yeah.
She has to carry her Christmas tree all by herself.
Are there nothing to get trees home? To help?
I mean, maybe she only lives like a block away, so like why get help when it's just a couple blocks or something?
It is also the season of groveling.
This movie is the most will they, won't they I've ever seen. Ever.
Yeah.
Obviously, she doesn't want to talk to me. What do I have to do? Be hit over the head? If you're feeling sad and lonely,
Call me and I'll be around.
Just called to say I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
I can't do this anymore. I am not your consolation prize.
Yeah, I can see why it would feel like that.
New Year's Rockin' Eve, coming to you live.
You have Malamar's, the greatest cookie of all time.
Never had a Malamar.
Never even heard of it until now.
Don't get around.
I don't want to let you drag me to this.
Fresh air.
Oh.
I have the streets all to myself. Plus, this is the perfect time to catch up on my window shopping.
So the guy says, read the card.
I'm going home. You'll never get a taxi.
No. Disgraceful.
Wow. Back where it all started.
Men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
What if they don't want to have sex with you?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I guess we're not gonna be friends then.
Oh.
It had to be you.
Oh my god.
Cut
is
to
it
him
the-
like race walking.
Is he gonna run to her? Which movie began the whole cliche of like running to the airport at the last second and
I have no idea.
I love you. But
I
that's
don't
the
actually
thing,
know
right?
if
Like,
I've ever
that is a
seen
trope.
that. Yeah.
No? Yeah.
I don't know
okay.
if I've actually seen that happen in a movie, but I have heard about like that's a classic
Yeah.
thing. Or maybe it was Friends. Friends did it.
Hey, taxi!
Stay, please.
Thanks, Jess. I have to go.
Oh God. So much running.
Okay. And their eyes meet.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. And the thing is, I love you.
How do you expect me to respond to this?
How about you love me too?
It doesn't work this way.
I love that you get cold when it's 71 degrees out. You are the last person I want to talk to before I go to sleep at night.
Oh.
You make it impossible for me to hate you.
No.
Okay.
What does this song mean? My whole life, I don't know what this song means.
We should remember that we forgot them or something.
The first time we met, we hated each other. The third time we met, we became friends. And it only took 3 months.
3 months.
12 years and 3 months.
We had this enormous coconut cake.
Very rich chocolate sauce on the side. So it's important to keep it on the side.
All right.
Oh, so good.
Wow.
You brought up something that I didn't want to talk about it while we were watching because I didn't want to talk over stuff, but you were like, you didn't know whether or not they were going to be together. Like it was so like it could have gone like either way for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is what's missing in new rom-coms. It's like too obvious that they're going to end up
Right.
together. And you're like, well, you need to have some sort of journey. Otherwise, what the end result doesn't mean as much. And I feel like this one, it means so much. Like it's like, that's 12 years of,
Yeah.
you know, like it's
That's a lot of buildup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, no surprise here that I really liked it. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
But I really like the whole, like, you have to also be able to be friends with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because so that you don't get that thing of like, I love my wife, but I avoid her after work.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't even like the person, but you know, because you can like someone and not love someone, and the other way around too. But I did thoroughly enjoy When Harry Met Trivia. I was gonna do a moan one, but that'd be too weird.
Wait, what? Like her moan or his like depressing
but
moan?
I can't weave it into the word trivia, so I guess it would just be the old lady saying, I'll have
what the trivia is having.
The orgasm scene was filmed at Cat's Deli, an actual restaurant in New York, East Houston Street. The table at which the scene was filmed has now a plaque on it that says, "Where Harry Met Sally. Hope you have what she had."
That's so cool. I want to go there. Oh my God.
I wonder if that deli, like after the movie came out, had a period of time where there were just like people trying to reenact, and it just like,
totally 100% there were. Oh my God, that's so funny.
There has to be a sign at some point that says, "Please don't reenact the scene. There are children around."
Oh, that's great.
The concept of Sally being a picky eater was based on the film's screenwriter, Nora Ephron. Years after the movie came out, when Ephron was on the plane and ordered something very precise, the stewardess looked at her and asked, "Have you ever seen the movie When Harry Met Sally?"
Oh my God. And she's like, "Yeah, I wrote it."
I'm glad she can also kind of laugh at herself about it then, to like put it in the movie. Cause,
that's really funny.
Okay. All right, then. I guess, that's it.
Yeah.
It was a great movie. I loved it.
Yay! That's a wrap on this episode of Cinebench. Thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah, I would like to thank our patrons. Shout out to Looney Chicken, Louis Scriggly, Mark Polo, Matthew S., Michael Ritter, Mike Adams, Makia Storm, Movie Dan, Mutcher419, Nate Gavin, Nathan Jasper, Neil Nicodemas 944, Pearl Jam, Pete Johansson, Poddington, Really Toxic, Robert J. Skinner, Ryan Morgan, Runas Marson, Samuel Black, Scott Westerman, Sean Hennessy, Senek, Shadow Wielder, Shaka, When the Walls Fell, Sharks Guy 97, Simon Pegged Me, Simplexity, Sir Didymus, Skyver Spencer Ramsey, Stephen Hayes, TC Thompson, Turb, Council of Jean, Tex, Travis Wilkins, Chukin, Walter 84, and Wyatt Nuxel. Thank you all very
thanks, everybody.
much. Bye.